Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Cute Little Things with Nancy. Hope everyone had a wonderful holiday and Happy New Year. This is a holiday gift I made and I just wanted to share with you. It is the Simplicity pattern for family robes, that is pattern 1946, as well with a pattern for your fluffy little pets or family members. Here is the fabric I chose. It's for my fiance's niece. It is cute, adorable shark holiday theme. It is fleece as well, so it's pretty thick and warm, so that way she can stay warm throughout the season. Let's get started. So I already went ahead and cut my 8 pieces of fabric and the interfacing that is needed. Here is what the pocket should look like. The pattern only requires you to have one seam at the edge, but I had 2. I also have my long stitch seam at the end. Go ahead and fold your top part. You can use your fingers to poke the corners or a pin or a corner pusher as well. Just be very careful not to break through the fabric. Gently start tugging on your long stitch. That way you can start seeing the bottom mold into its shape. You really want to take your time. That way if you pull too strong, then you'll pull all your thread out and then you'll have to start again stitching the seam. I did quickly just wanted to make a side note that I don't follow the pattern step by step. I went ahead and previewed it and saw what would be easier for me as I sewed along. But you'll still see a lot of the steps that are in the pattern, they're just not in chronicle order. I went ahead and marked 2 little dots as the pattern indicates with permanent marker, or you can use whatever pencil or chalk or sometimes bar soap. So I matched my corners up to it, and I made sure of course that I didn't bleed through or damage the fabric. So once you're all set matching up, go ahead and make any other adjustments just to make sure that it's straight. Something you could also do, depending on how you prefer it, you can also match, if you have extra fabric, make sure you match the fabric, your pocket fabric, with your front piece fabric. That way it looks like a perfect layout. As you can see, my little shark head's at the bottom, while on the background it's on the top, but I didn't mind personally. I went ahead and double checked that there are no little holes or gauges from the stitching. Then I double checked even more by turning it inside out to see if the fabric was pretty even and that it wouldn't fray throughout use and washes. Once you're all satisfied with it, you can go ahead and do your second piece. So right here is something I did personally, and you can do it as well just to make sure that your 2 pieces match. I put my finished piece with my next part piece and checking each side to make sure the pockets match perfectly. Right here is for the belt loop. Depending on your fabric, you might not have to iron it or press it, but again, that is your choice. I chose not to because pressing it here with my fingers did leave a pretty nice crease for me to work with. Once it's all set, it should be about 12 inches in length. Then you just have to fold it in half, and that should be 6 inches. And once that's all set, just cut it right in the middle, and that is for your 2 belt loops. Once you attach all your pieces together, it does instruct to fold it and then sew the edges to your piece. I personally chose to use the serger just to give it a nice clean finish. Also, since I am gifting it for a child and I would like it to be pretty sturdy for any machine washes, I use the serger for that. And this is what it looks like. It has a nice little finish here. You can use a zigzag stitch. When you do an interfacing, you just want to be very careful on your settings. As you could see, I did damage it a little bit on the corner. I did leave the steam on. And then just press and take it piece by piece. Any extra interfacing, just go right ahead and cut. The instructions state just to fold the top part and then stitch the edge. But once again, I'm going to use the serger for it. Once you're all set with either stitching or zigzagging or using your serger, go ahead and attach your piece to your robe. And this is what it should look like so far. So once you're all set, you just have to fold it and then you'll sew that top part right there. When I was reading the instruction, it didn't really make sense. I felt, how is this supposed to look like this? But since I am a visual learner, once I clipped it and I was turning the pieces around, it made a lot of sense to me. This is me stitching the sleeve, and I really take my time doing so. Depending on your sewing machine, you might take a bottom piece off. That way it has a little space underneath so you can go ahead and easily turn it. If not, just be very careful when doing so no fabric gets caught. The instructions do have a simpler way of stitching your belt loop, which is pretty much what it states on there. I did not really necessarily like this step because I felt it was going to make it very bulky, and if there was any tugging, I felt like it might quickly rip apart. Maybe it was just some trust issues I was having with that step, so I decided to go along with this step instead of my own, which is pretty much is what you can see what I'm doing, just really securing that loop in. It might pop out at the end and not be as flat, but I will feel a lot better. So I hope you had lots of fun making your robes as well. Leave a comment at the bottom to see what fun fabric you used or any questions you might have. I wish you the best holidays and the best of the New Year's as well. I can't wait to see you again on my channel. Hope everyone has a wonderful day and see you soon. Bye bye.